Well, I gotta tell you, the Chicago Sky are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen. And today, their coach literally just waved the white flag. He quit. He literally just said, Phoenix Mercury, destroy us even more than you're destroying us right.
The Chicago Sky aren't just going through a rough patch, they've plummeted headfirst into one of the most catastrophic season starts in WNBA history, sitting at an abysmal 3-9 record. But that grim win-loss column didn't even begin to prepare us for the complete collapse they showcased against the Phoenix Mercury. That wasn't merely a defeat, it was a total surrender, a basketball capitulation caught on national TV. Head coach Tyler Marsh, in what looked more like a moment of desperation than a tactical decision, benched his entire starting lineup in the third quarter. It wasn't some clever rotation, it was a frantic escape plan, like a firefighter abandoning a blazing building. And in the middle of this implosion? Angel Reese, the player touted as the franchise's rising star, now sinking fast under the weight of unfulfilled hype. If you honestly believe Angel Reese is the worst player in the WNBA right now, go ahead and comment Baby Giraffe down below. Let's talk.
My God, this team is garbage. Golly. Man, Angel Reese with a triple single, 9 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. She was a minus 25.
Reese, part 43. Let's get it. National TV stinker. Uh-oh. For tantrum. Bang! She only took one shot in the game. It's because her teammates refused to give her the ball. On the bright side, at least she has a podcast. Am I right? Bang! Sure, just take your sweet old time getting back on D, huh? I know where to be. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Look at that. Team player. Put her to the All-Star game.
Let's rewind a bit. The Sky walked into that matchup against Phoenix already a mess, reeling from a 5-loss in 6-game spiral. Their ball security had become a league-wide joke, averaging a league-worst 18.9 turnovers per game. That isn't just sloppiness, it's self-sabotage. It's the basketball equivalent of trying to perform open-heart surgery while wearing oven mitts. This isn't a team simply out of rhythm, they've completely lost the music. There's no tempo, no structure, and no sign of recovery. They're not playing basketball, they're performing chaos.
Team stinks. Angel Reese not even in top 10 in all-star voting. This team stinks. A triple single, and y'all was out there ranting and raving, talking about her all-star. She should be an all-star. Like, man, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. This team is terrible.
Phoenix smelled the weakness immediately, pouncing like sharks that sensed blood. They exploded out the gate with a 31-8 first quarter, while Chicago practically begged them to score, gifting 13 points off 8 early turnovers. But the moment this game veered into infamy came in the third quarter when Phoenix opened with an 11-3 run, stretching their lead to a humiliating 25 points. That's when Coach Marsh called off the fight not with a timeout or pep talk, but by yanking Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso off the court. Not because of foul trouble. Not because of fatigue. But to spare them from further embarrassment. This wasn't just about managing minutes, this was a full-blown white flag, waved in front of a national audience.
Chicago Sky is more like Chicago, why are you on TV? Like, they're embarrassment, bro. There's a reason why the Indiana Fever are on TV all the time, because they actually have a good product, when they have a good game, even a bad game, they're still actually fun to watch. This is horrible. Chicago Sky is an embarrassment, bro. The WNBA definitely screwed up having this game as a national televised game. They screwed up bad.
Meanwhile, Phoenix played like their lives depended on every possession. They shot a red-hot 56.5% from the field and a jaw-dropping 57.1% from beyond the arc. Sammy Whitcomb went volcanic in the second quarter, knocking down 5 threes like she was in a carnival shooting game. By the end, Phoenix not only secured the win, they notched their first 100-point game of the season. Chicago, on the other hand, coughed up 21 turnovers and managed just 86 points. This wasn't a competitive basketball game, it was a masterclass in execution delivered by Phoenix, with Chicago relegated to the role of helpless spectators.
I don't know what's wrong, but like, they could lose this game by 40. Like, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with this team. Because today it wasn't even, I don't even think that this was an effort thing. Like, I don't even think this was an effort problem. But at the end of the day, like, they're just not.
But the real show wasn't just what happened on the court. It was the surreal post-game press conference where Angel Reese tried to spin this disaster into a tale of motivation and growth. Despite shooting a dismal 31.3% from the field, a career low, she stood at the podium and spoke like a TED Talk speaker on the power of process. To her, this wasn't a blowout, it was a character-building milestone. She praised hustle and intensity, despite logging just 2 rebounds and being outplayed on the glass by players half her size. It was equal parts comedy and confusion.
A game where her team lost by 21. She was a team leading a minus 25. We're still trying to post up in 2025. Spread it out like butter. Butter pecan. Only had 2 rebounds, and you're about to witness one of them. How about that? Athlete. Bang! ESPN graphic, by the way. We're on a generational run. Bang! In your first shot, 6 minutes into the third quarter. I don't care if it went in. Disgusting. How about it? Bang! Give it to her. This is a nice first team all cardio performance. She got her 10K steps in. Ole! 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 Angel, get back on defense! Bang!
Then came her audacious claim for Sportswoman of the Year. "I don't complain, I just work," she said, a bold statement, especially after going 0-for-8 from the field against the Liberty in a performance that looked more like interpretive dance than actual basketball. She's currently averaging just 9.1 points per game on 30.9% shooting, yet insists a breakout is coming. This isn't confidence, it's delusion, dressed up as determination, with a heavy side of stat padding.
Angel Reese got completely exposed today, man. Y'all see how she only took 1 shot today versus the Mercury and only had 2 rebounds? This goes to show she can't get all those rebounds without taking hella shots, getting her own misses, man. You've been completely exposed today, Bricklaying Sloth. Completely. When you ain't taking all these shots and missing all these goddamn layups and shit, you can't get your rebounds. So your rebounds go down because no missed shots, no rebounds, man.
What really sends fans into orbit is her ongoing insistence that she's happy with where the team is right now. Happy? This is a team more dysfunctional than a Thanksgiving dinner with exes and unresolved drama. Praising this squad's growth is like admiring the decor on a ship that's sinking. Even her close-range shooting, layups from within 3 feet, have been a mess, converting at a shockingly low 28%. You might have better luck closing your eyes and tossing the ball in the air, hoping the rim finds it.
Obviously, this is my 3rd one. Obviously, it really meant something to other people today because it's me. And I just focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work. I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. And I can sit here and just mope around and point the finger, but it's been me. And I take accountability. I come in every day and try to be better than the next and better than the last. And I know my teammates trust me. I know they have my back. Ariel has my back for everything. And I just love that being a part of a team that I know really trusts me and trusts my work, and everything else is everything else. I'm just here just to come to work every day and go home. That's all I want to do, is just come to work and being able to enjoy my job that I love. People would die and kill to have this job. And being able to play with the best players in the world means a lot to me. I put my all in this.
And Coach Marsh? He was brought in with championship pedigree from Las Vegas, expected to be the savior, the guy who would develop Reese, unleash Cardoso, and forge a playoff contender. Instead, what we're seeing is a man experiencing a very public identity crisis. That Phoenix game was his defining low. Down by 25 in the 3rd, he pulled the plug. No timeout. No huddle. Just full retreat. He later claimed it was about protecting players in a back-to-back, but his face said otherwise. That wasn't preservation. That was pure resignation. He looked like a man asking himself where it all went wrong and whether he still had time to update his resume.
I'm here to tell you guys, man, when it comes to the Chicago Sky, no one could have predicted that this team was going to be this bad. I mean, they are horrible, bro. I mean, my goodness. If you guys haven't heard by now, the Chicago Sky has lost another damn basketball game, this time to the hands of the Phoenix Mercury. The Phoenix Mercury put BTA all over the Chicago Sky. And I'm here to tell you, Tyler Marsh is getting the focal point of the blame, bro. But to me, you have to blame the players of this damn basketball team, starting with the leader of the team. I just gotta be honest. That is Princess Barbie Angel Reese. Man, she's been trapped.
And yet, through it all, Angel Reese carries herself as if the league is out to get her. It's not the refs. It's not the conspiracy theories. It's the missed shots, the turnovers, the failure to rebound. She wants to be a star, but you have to actually perform in games, not just deliver inspirational soliloquies afterward. While Reese is talking, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are out here grinding, taking hits, launching logo threes, and earning wins. Phoenix didn't just beat Chicago, they showed them how to play with intensity. The Sky? They're still trying to locate the spark. And Reese? She better hope that BT award comes with bonus stats, because the numbers on the court are damning and loud. The Sky aren't just losing, they're unraveling.
I mean, seriously, the Sky's on national TV and to say they're getting worked is an understatement. Angel Reese hits a three, starts to get in a rhythm, one shot. So what does Tyler do? He benched her and Cardoso. Phoenix Suns starters are killing the Chicago Sky bench players. In fairness, they were killing the starters too. All right, down 36.
Anyone with a functioning brain could see what was happening. Coach Marsh wasn't executing some tactical genius move, he was simply fed up. This wasn't calculated strategy, it was damage control. He benched his starters not because it made competitive sense, but because continuing to watch that mess unfold felt cruel. It was like asking your mom to pick you up early from summer camp because the whole vibe was off. And this wasn't just a one-off decision. Marsh has been waving red flags for weeks, sounding like a man stuck in a never-ending basketball version of Groundhog Day. "We can't continue to beat ourselves," he said post-game, after yet another turnover tsunami wiped out any chance of momentum. He's not coaching anymore, he's interpreting chaos with a clipboard.
Chicago Sky might be the worst basketball team to ever exist. It's real bad. I mean, this is a disastrous. The Chicago Sky are an abomination. It's a disastrous season. It is. Oh, they look bad. Kennedy Carter's crazier than a shithouse rat. Her 18 points a game looks awfully good right now. They've got no offense. They got nobody that can score outside of Cardoso that can grab the ball and just take over and randomly drop 18 to 28 points in a game. There's no offense. And their defense is terrible, but they have no offense. No spark plug.
Marsh arrived in Chicago with the image of a basketball messiah, tasked with turning raw talent into future all-stars. Instead, he's become the reluctant spokesperson for basketball collapse, spinning disaster into vague cliches. His recent comments on turnovers were particularly revealing. "We've had more possessions than other teams, but we keep giving them back." Translation? "My players treat the ball like a live grenade, and I'm about 3 bad quarters away from a monastery retreat." And if you zoom out, the broader context is even uglier. That 0-4 season start? It's tied for the worst in franchise history. And not only have things not improved, they've crashed harder. In their first 2 games alone, the Sky racked up a 60-point deficit, the worst ever 2-game start in WNBA history. But forget the stats, it's the way they're losing that tells the real story. A game against Indiana saw them post just 52 points, their lowest output since 2011. Meanwhile, opponents have scored over 91 points in 4 straight contests. This isn't a slump. It's a public meltdown.
I don't see it getting any better, man. I think this coach is going to be gone, and I think it's going to be a fire sale. I don't think there's anybody on this roster who's 100% guaranteed to be on this roster next season. I think anybody with the right any of these people can go. Just because I don't see the talent. I don't see any untouchable talent. I don't see any untouchable talent on this roster at all.
Defensively, Chicago is setting new records, and not the kind you celebrate. Their defensive rating sits at a miserable 113.6, dead last in the league. They're surrendering almost 95 points a game and haven't held a single opponent under 90. Every game turns into a highlight reel for the other team. Opponents are hitting 45.1% of their threes, and at this point, it's starting to feel like the Sky are handing out open gym invites instead of playing defense. Amidst this chaos, the saddest subplot may be Camila Cardoso. She quietly dropped 17 points on 7 of 9 shooting against Phoenix, a stellar individual performance that disappeared beneath the wreckage. And if you've been paying attention, you've seen her body language change game by game, from determined to disillusioned. The more chaos unfolds, the more Cardoso looks to the bench for relief, silently pleading for order as Angel Reese freestyles through possessions like it's her own highlight reel audition.
Miller Cardoso was killing it in this game. 7 of 9 from the field, 77.8%. That's how a big is supposed to shoot. All right. Angel only shot the ball once. She did have 6 free throws, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 points. Camilla had 17. And I got to tell you, some of these players can't hit water if they fell out of a boat.
Cardoso deserves better. She's been reliable and efficient while Reese continues to charge headfirst into double teams like it's an art form. And yet both were benched like they'd committed a crime. Marsh didn't sit them to conserve energy, he benched them to avoid deeper humiliation. The optics were terrible. The message was worse. But don't get it twisted, this isn't just about Reese. It's not just about Marsh. This is a full-blown systemic failure. The Sky built this roster with all the strategic depth of a raffle draw and somehow expected championship results. Instead, they assembled a team that can't shoot, can't defend, and can't take care of the ball. With nearly 19 turnovers per game, they're basically gifting opponents an extra quarter of possessions. For comparison, elite WNBA teams hover around 13 or 14 turnovers. The Sky are tossing out an extra 5 or 6 like it's charity.
Is that this roster unfortunately was not built for success. With Courtney Vandersloot going down with the ACL injury, I just don't know how the Sky are going to weather this. See, teams have the Chicago Sky figured out. They figured out that they can go crazy from behind the arc because the Chicago Sky's perimeter defense is just not there. It's not effective. I was on the floor. I saw them fighting to get around these screens.
Where most franchises would regroup and self-correct, the Sky offer up quotes and excuses. Great teams adapt under pressure. Chicago? They find ways to compound the disaster. The real question now isn't whether they'll rebound, it's how much worse it can get. Marsh's benching decision might have made sense from a humane perspective, but from a competitive standpoint, it was surrender. And Angel Reese? She's quickly gone from a college superstar to a cautionary tale. Her post-game interviews sound less like insights and more like stand-up routines. Claiming improvement while your stats nosedive is like saying you're building muscle while actively drowning.
It's bad. This was rough. Chicago Sky are not a good team. Why are they on TV so much? Wow. Sky coach benched his starters for most of the third quarter, still to play in a nationally televised game. Effing quitter. Chicago Sky loves getting humiliated on national TV.
She talks about staying focused, learning from misses, and expanding her shooting range, but she's hitting under 31% from the field and breaking layups like it's a protest. She's turned the phrase, "working on my game," into satire. The truth is, the organization completely misjudged everything: talent development, on-court leadership, coaching synergy. Reese's raw athleticism worked in college, where her size and speed gave her an edge. In the pros, everyone's a beast, and the Sky failed to prepare her for that brutal reality. They banked on promise and ignored production.
Chicago Sky get blown out again, down 30 at home. Sky, if y'all was down by 30, y'all stink. Y'all are the jokes of the league, the laughing stock. Y'all can't talk about anybody else's team. This roster is trash. Y'all coach might be trash. The organization has been buns. We will see. We will see. But as of right now, Chicago Sky are trash. It was down 30 again. Angel Reese with a triple single. It is what it is, man. Make sure you like.
And Coach Marsh? His championship resumed from Las Vegas has been reduced to weekly therapy sessions disguised as pressers. His decision in Phoenix won't be remembered as strategic, it'll be remembered as the night he gave up. Not his job, maybe, but on the idea that this team could actually compete. This entire season is shaping up to be one of the most jaw-dropping implosions the WNBA has ever seen. It's a front-row seat to what happens when hype meets harsh reality and loses by 30. It's part sports tragedy, part must-watch drama. Somewhere in Chicago, Marsh is probably browsing LinkedIn while Angel Reese rehearses another monologue about progress. If you still believe she's the worst in the league, comment "Baby Giraffe" below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Click on the video on screen and we'll see you in the next one.